I've never felt this free in my entire life. This year, I actually got my global talent visa. I think I'm gonna stick with the pathless path. I did a reasonable job.
Lydia, I want to know, how do you measure this?
Oh, yes. Yes, I've done that. This year, I've been to so many places. So at the beginning of every year, I write down a resolution list. 2024 has been a year that's seen so many changes. I've been to so many different places. And today is 29th of December. I've been savoring this moment of revealing my resolution list to see what had been written down in the beginning of this year. And so I can react to it and see whether I have reached my goals. So today I have my friend to read through all my resolution lists for me. I'm very excited. 2024 resolution list. Yeah, please read.
So you've got 11 things on your resolution list. Number 1 was first draft of the first 60 days sent to an agent.
The first 60 days is an imaginary book that I wanted to write. I actually have written down 1,000 words every day at the beginning of this year as part of my 60-day challenge. I think that now have 75,000 words, but I haven't sent to an agent yet. So
maybe one for 2025?
Yeah, maybe one for 2025.
Second thing on your resolution list was traditional career versus pathless path.
Didn't say anything. Traditional career versus pathless path. I think when I wrote that down, I wasn't sure whether I would be able to stick to the non-traditional path. For 2024, I started my podcast. It's called Escape 9 to 5. I interviewed this guy who wrote the pathless path, Paul Miller, on my podcast. I've started my own startup journey. I think I'm going to stick with the pathless path. Possibly that's what it meant.
Third thing on your list is do something for CDR. What's CDR?
CDR is carbon dioxide removal. So my startup is about carbon dioxide removal financing. I think I've checked that one.
Good.
Yeah.
And how about number 4 on the list is brand new you apprenticeship.
That's one of the things I want to do, is to help people do their personal branding. Brand new you apprenticeship is something that I feel like I can help young people. I have the whole template on Notion, but nothing happened. Recently though, I published a video about how to get your global talent visa, and there's people reaching out to me about that. Let's see whether that can become something in 2025.
Yeah, some progress this year on that one.
Yeah,
it's good. And number 5, I know this one will be exciting for you to talk about. Day 0 production business model refined.
So Day 0 production is my content creation and business consulting business. I think the business model at the moment is just the same. I would say part of the Global Talent Visa, 2 of my podcasts, the Escape 9 to 5 and Bite Size Climate Tech, are all under that. Bite Size Climate Tech podcast has 90 episodes now. So I'm on season 3. At Escape 9 to 5, I'm on episode 15, and 16 will be published very soon.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And some exciting guests for next year.
Yes. Yes. I have exciting guests coming up. There's Julian Treasure. He is a renowned communication expert. His TED Talk has over, and all combined, it's like 100 million views. We talked about how to communicate better, how to listen better, how to talk better. Some of the other guests is, there was one lady whose name is Erin Wade. She wrote this book called Mac and Cheese Millionaire. She started a mac and cheese restaurant. She used to be on the traditional path. She used to be a lawyer. And then she started this restaurant. She sold it in 2020. And then it's another guest called Derek Sivers, who has confirmed to come to my podcast. I hope that they will all happen. And in between, I have some other guests.
Very excited. Lydia, I want to know, how do you measure this next one?
Yes.
Okay. So number 6 on the list is say yes to life.
Oh, I think that one I have done very well to that, because I didn't remember why I wrote it down. But basically, I wanted to say yes to all the possibilities in life, to everything that in the past I wasn't able to imagine I can do in life. And this year, I think I have exceeded all of them, even though there's still a lot of things I want to do. It's a year that I am really saying yes to life, no matter what is good or bad.
I think it links nicely to number 2 on your list, which is the pathless path.
Yeah.
And number 7, I think, is probably on a similar thread, which is travel freely and live.
Oh, yes. I've done that. This year, I've been to so many places. You know that I've been to Paris, Amsterdam, Lisbon, Singapore, New York, Sweden, Lisbon again. It's possibly the year that I've traveled the most in the past 5 years.
Through all those travels, I wonder how you react to number 8, which is build business and have fun.
Yeah. I'm happy I wrote that down. Because sometimes I feel like building a business is not easy. But now I think back, I have had a lot of fun. It's true. It's not the fun that you have when you're partying or like drinking or on the beach. But throughout the journey, I met so many people who are amazing entrepreneurs. I met mentors who are willing just to give their time to me. And also I have met other people who are on their journey. It pushed me to reach out to people and talk to people in a way that I would never imagine, because now I have a purpose to talk to them. And I have the autonomy of building something on my own.
Yeah, exciting. And number 9, explain this one. Best shape.
So I wanted to go back to when I was in 2021. I just certified as a spinning class instructor. I was very, very fit. Last year around this time, I wasn't very fit. I looked at myself, I was bloated. So at the beginning of this year, I wrote that down. I'm not sure whether I have achieved it, but I have tried. Today, I was at Barry's last year because I injured my wrist and some knees pain last year around this time. Last year, if I picked up a 10 kilogram of weight or dumbbell, I need to hold it at both hands carefully. But today I was able to just do it at one hand. And then I've been going to Peloton cycling these days. That's where I can do it. I'm still in a very good shape. Yeah.
And I think sometimes it's how you feel as well.
Yeah.
If you're feeling good, then that's great.
Yeah.
And number 10 on the list is spend more time with family.
Okay. So I did a reasonable job. Because at the beginning of this year, I took my mom to Thailand to celebrate her 60th birthday. In September, I also went to New York. I spent some time with my cousin. Not as much as I would have hoped, though. I think the family that we're born into is one type of family. But the chosen family, like friends like you and the people I picked up along my journey when I'm traveling this year, can also be my chosen family. So reasonably well.
Yeah. And number 11, I think is probably the biggest one would fund your list, which I think is on everyone's resolution list probably every year. Equity and freedom.
Oh,
very big, right?
Yeah. Is it on everyone's list? Maybe freedom is. Equity is, I wanted to own equity, maybe like an ownership of a company or something. Well, now I have. It doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that it's worth a lot now. Freedom, I've never felt this free in my entire life. Very liberating. This year I actually got my global talent visa. When I wrote that down, I possibly haven't got that yet. And it allows me to live freely, allows me to travel, allows me to build equity at least here. Yeah, it's a good list.
Will you be making your 2025 list?
Yes, after we hit the new year. I'm so happy that I actually have my friend to talk me through this list, because she knows me so well. She's my chosen family also. I think it's very rewarding to look back to the year and really see that I've made so much progress. I have this habit of write down everything at the beginning of this year, and then I just forgot about it and honestly do not remember anything on that list. I hope 2025 will be a better year for me, and I hope it will be the better year for you as well. Happy New Year. Bye. So today is the first day of 2025, and I just got to Lisbon yesterday, and today I'm going to have a pretty reflective day, figure out what I want to achieve for 2025, and also reflect on what I have been doing in 2024 and figure out what I want to achieve in 2025.